welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Lupagus, still rocking it solo. Onebar is on vacation, so you'll be seeing a lot of me this week. And it is time to look at the defensive side of football. Some guys who'll be rising up, some defensive players rising up the Vikings draft board after the workout at the combine. Before we hop in that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids. We're ever so close to that 6K mark. Want to get there? Let's get there before free agency starts. Let's shoot for that. We'll be having a hell of a giveaway when we do hit that number. So who are some defensive prospects who should be moving up the Vikings draft board after their performance at the combine? Well, let's start with the biggest one, literally and figuratively, or maybe it's literally and figuratively, but it's Jordan Davis, the defensive tackle from Georgia. This is a guy who coming into the combine, kind of seen as a guy whose stock was down. A lot of teams and a lot of scouts out there saying he was just a two-down player. A two-down player doesn't have first-round value, or at least late first-round value at best. But Jordan Davis absolutely blew that theory out of the water. Okay, so this guy is 6'6", 341 pounds. That was his official measurements. Ran a 4.78 40, had a 32-inch vertical, 10'3" broad jump. He was explosive in the drills. He showed lateral agility. He was smooth even in his back pedal. This guy is a freakish athlete. He wasn't even getting tired. He wasn't huffing or puffing. This is a guy who was in peak physical condition. I saw some tweet about some scout saying he's not going to get out of the top 15. Definitely stock way up for Jordan Davis. And really, when you look at him play, this shouldn't be surprising anybody who's watched tape on this guy. Would the Vikings pull the trigger on a nose at 12? I don't know. It depends. If all the other options were gone, perhaps. But Jordan Davis, well done. Well done. A guy who's definitely back into the mix at 12, though it's a very, chances aren't super high. So Jordan Davis, well done. Great combine for him. Good to see that. Let's go to a cornerback who is just absolutely shocked at his size. This guy's 6'4", 205 pounds. Tariq Woolen, cornerback from University of Texas, San Antonio, 4'2", 640, 42-inch vertical. I mean, that's just freakish for a guy that big to run like that, to jump like that. Here's the hard part I'm having with Tariq Wallen. Great workout, but you go back and you look at his production, it's just not there. He's only really played 3 years. He was a converted wide receiver, cornerback the last 2 years, 39 career tackles. He's had 2 career interceptions, 1.5 sacks, broken up just 9 passes. So this guy is a pure upside pick. Yeah, obviously you love the workout. He hasn't been playing the position too long, so nothing but upside, nothing but a high ceiling here. So Tariq Wallen, a guy who put his name on the radar, probably still a day 3 pick, but he could be a very, very early day 3 pick. And one of the Vikings, if they do double dip at the corner position, this is a guy they could look at with their second time going with a corner. Tariq Wallen. Keep your eyes on this guy because he's a name that wouldn't be too bad in purple. Let's go with another guy who would make sense for the Vikings at pick 12. A guy, at least when it comes to me and Onebar, a guy we haven't been giving a whole lot of love to. It's Georgia defensive end, outside linebacker, Trayvon Walker. This guy's 6'5", 272 pounds. Ran a 4.51 40, 35.5-inch vertical, 123-inch broad jump. 20-yard shuttles, 4.32. This guy's explosive, very smooth mover. You see him go inside in the top 10, a lot of recent mock drafts. I don't know if he makes it to 12, but man, he's a guy I'm going to definitely go back and look at even closer. I see what the hype is about now with Trayvon Walker. I'm going to go back and watch some tape. And I think the Vikings definitely got their eye on this guy as well. So the guy who's moving up my board for sure when it comes to the Vikings, and a guy who has probably moved up before the Vikings get a chance to select him, but definitely one, if he falls to 12, could end up in purple, Trayvon Walker. Got a couple more, and there's a lot of guys. I mean, we could really have a list of 15 guys here. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Drop some more guys in the comments. Who impressed you today? Who do you think's moving up the Vikings draft boards after their performance? And here's one that when we did our live mock draft during a live show a couple weeks ago, you guys picked this guy in round 3, linebacker from LSU, Damon Clark, 6'2 and a half, 239 pounds, 4.57 40-yard dash. So this kid can fly, 36.5-inch vertical, 10'7" broad jump. Very quick, very fluid in the drills. There was some question where he was going to end up. I think he solidified his status as a second-day pick. Vikings, round 3, if they hit, get a corner and edge rusher those first 2 picks, you do need an inside linebacker as well. Damon Clark impressed. He may just solidify himself as a 3rd-round pick. and he may be wearing a different shade of purple, just like his teammate Justin Jefferson did a couple years back. So Damon Clark, definitely a guy moving up Vikings draft boards as well. And the last one, I got the safety out of Georgia. I guess I only went to about 2 schools here. 3 guys from Georgia made the list. I could have put Devontae Wyatt on here too. He was very impressive. Lewis Seen, a guy today, ran a 4.3 740, broad jumped 11 foot 1, 36.5-inch vertical. Supposedly this guy just nailed his interviews. Very, very impressive. 6'2", 199 pounds. This is a guy you're kind of seeing go early in the second round. Probably worked his way into the first. If the Vikings somehow trade down, get another first round pick, whatever happens the next coming weeks, and they're sitting there in the 20s, Lewis Seen is there. You got to have a young safety to pair with Cam Bynum to replace Harrison Smith, because he ain't going to be here much longer. This kid from Georgia is very impressive. So definitely had a huge day today. Got a lot of eyes on him, and a lot of those eyes are probably wearing a shade of purple. So those are 5 movers for the Vikings defensive draft board from the combine. Let me know, like I said before, who else you guys got. Drop them in the comments. And until then, always keep your skull in your hole.